Hi, Leo. This reading is not coming in lightly. There is a strong emotional pull here, like something has been waiting to be revealed. Um, Take a deep breath because this message may touch something your heart already felt but could not explain. There are hidden emotions, unfinished conversations, and energy that still has not completely faded. Um, Leo, something is moving beneath the surface now. A truth, a feeling, or a realization may be coming forward, and it feels important. You were guided here for a reason. Trust your intuition, take what resonates, leave what does not, and let's begin your reading. So I feel like this person is like completely in love with you. For some of you, it's so intense that they might have even wondered if you cast some kind of spell. There's something about you in essence they haven't experienced with anyone else. They probably can't even like put their finger on exactly what it is. It's really just about the way you make them feel. It's a richness you bring into their life. And it's not about money or material things, it's more about the sense of abundance and worth you inspire within them. No matter what challenges this person is facing, you are that presence who can like light up their energy and their spirit. You have this ability to pull them out of a dark place. Just thinking of you makes them smile. I'm also sensing an energy where this person like attempted to create distance from you for a while. It's possible you aren't even, you know, talking to them right now. For some reason, I'm like getting that they pushed you away. It was because they sensed a depth to the bond that like made them feel a loss of control. But this is definitely someone who longs for you. They are like now admitting to themselves that you are completely unique. It doesn't matter if your meeting was like recent or in the past. There is just something in your energy, I feel, that is like totally irreplaceable to them. I think it's almost reminds me of the Grinch, His heart was like so small, but because people just showed him love and appreciation for who he was, like without any expectations, his heart, famously grew 3 sizes. It was like all fueled by the love he received. So there's like something about the way you love that is expanding their own capacity to love you back. I also like get a feeling you've activated their pineal gland. You've provided them with, a new kind of insight, a foresight that was perhaps like dormant before. And it's all just, because of who you are. I just like keep getting this same message. I am like asking why the love is so deep for the collective. And the answer is always, just because they are who they are, you like fully embrace this person, all of them. You take them as they are, including their flaws and their, negative aspects, not just the positive. It's like, you know, everyone has parts of themselves that aren't perfect or that we dislike, but your ability to love their impurities or like the parts of them that are rough around the edges is what's like fundamentally shifting how this person feels. It's not just changing their feelings for you, but also for themselves. This really applies to those of you who are like disconnected or haven't been face to face in a long while. It's like this person is constantly scanning crowds for you, even if they're like in a totally different country. They are like always searching for you. I'm also getting that they have moments where they genuinely believe they've spotted you, like in a store or at the airport. And for a second, it like makes their heart race because they're like, oh my gosh, is that them? But, it's followed by this like rush of disappointment when they realize it isn't actually you. So this person is thinking about you everywhere, wherever they go. You're always on their mind. And I feel overwhelmingly, especially for those people, for the collectives that are not in communication with your person, or if you've not seen your person for a while. It's almost like they feel like if they were able to bump into you, you and them could start up a conversation. Earth is them reaching out and texting or even responding to a text. There's something here about the two of you needing to be in person in order to like reignite the passion. The passion is there, but it's something about this person because I'm getting that they're a runner or I'm getting that there's somebody that's a hider. But this is somebody that definitely is hiding, right? It's like they hide from you because they don't want you to see them right now for whatever the reasoning is. And I feel like this is somebody that's been hiding for a period of time, hiding how they feel, hiding who they are, whatever it may be. You're always on this person's mind. It's like this person has so much love for you, and there's so much that they actually want to come forward and they want to vocalize and they want to say, but there's something here about it being blocked. But this is somebody that's thinking about you constantly, like you do not leave this person's mind. You live rent free in this person's head constantly. They're always thinking about you. What are they thinking about heavily when it comes to this collective? What are they fixating on with this? The Hermit. I'm telling you, for a lot of you, especially if this person goes quiet, it's like at any time. It doesn't matter if they're busy, if they're bored. It's like they're always thinking about you. They're like, why do they want me? This is also an energy where they're acknowledging that there is a higher level of connection or commitment. But again, I feel like when this person is in deep thought from you, this is them outside of their ego. This is them leaving their ego to the side, because you don't get to the hermit energy without releasing the ego, releasing the logical aspect. So I feel like with this person, you don't make sense to them. Hell, you may even be very different than them. Age difference, color difference, religious differences, background differences. Um, it could be a multitude of things. And I feel like when this person is able to let their logic go and really go into a meditative state, they're able to acknowledge who you are. They're able to identify through a level of soul searching that you're the person for them, that they want to be with you. There's also this question of why am I not talking to them? There's also this energy around wanting to reach out, wanting to communicate. They're curious if you would be willing to open up to respond here. Virgo energy heavy, Scorpio energy coming in here, which makes sense because Taurus, the opposite sign of Taurus, is Scorpio. But you have this person really, really in deep thought, doing the soul searching, trying to find the higher perspective of you and of your connection. What what is the significance of this? They're acknowledging that there's something very different about you. They can't let go of you, is what I just heard, because there's something about you that they've never found in anybody else before. This is also somebody where certain songs remind them of you. You may even have certain songs between the two of you, a song that reminds you. But it's like every song that comes on the radio, every song that comes on if they're at a restaurant or a hotel or wherever they are, it is a song that they correlate with you. It doesn't even matter if it's a love song or whatever. It's like, oh, this reminds me of the collective. And it takes them to a place where it's very nostalgic. You and this person also could have made music together, especially if you are a musician or an artist of some sense. Maybe you're an artist and you create something with this person, or this person allows your creative juices to kind of flow here. Because I am getting that behind certain songs reminding me of you, there's something much deeper to this message or much deeper to this card, and it's about an inspiration. So, this person I feel like inspires you to create, but also you inspire this person to be able to really tap in to that creative aspect of themselves, where they're able to really hone in on their emotions and on their feelings, and they're able to get it out in some type of way. You may not even realize this, but for some of you, your person writes, or they're a poet, or they write music, or they draw in their off time. You may not realize this about this person. And I feel like they create a lot of things with you in mind, is what I'm gathering or what I'm getting here, which I think is very, very beautiful. I'm also getting with your person. I swear sometimes I could feel your emotions when you and this person are very telepathically connected, or when the two of you have this impact. Because here's the thing, I feel like you may kind of know, but I also feel like you doubt it. You don't even realize the impact you've had on this person. For some of you, this person is listening to um, frequencies. This person is learning how to meditate. You may be thinking, oh, my person would never do that. Trust me when I tell you, people are awakening. It doesn't matter if you're a divine masculine or a divine feminine. People are awakening, and they're awakening because of you, because of your energy, because you're unveiling the truth to them. You are showing them the tether between you and them, between the real world and the spiritual realm. You're able to expose that to this person. You're able to peel back the layers and say, see, not everything is what it seems. Just because you see it on TV doesn't mean that it's real. So what you've done to this person is you said, just because it seems like this, that's not the truth. There's something much deeper, and I'm getting that with you because the two of you are so divinely connected. But there's this certain tether between you and this person, right? Whether it's the bread string of fate, whether it's the fact that two souls were cut from one. Now I'm gonna say something a little bit controversial, but people say there's only 144,000 twin flames or whatever. I don't believe in that. Because if we're all cut from the same cloth, that means we all have somebody that we're divinely connected to. Maybe we're not coming into connection in this lifetime, whatever it is, but you have a very special person that was designed for you, that was designated to your soul, that is your other half, that is your better being. Now, whether or not you stay with that person, that's totally to you. Because sometimes we have to let people go in order for them to find their way back. And that's the thing. If you love them, then you let them go. If they're meant for you on the journey, they will always return. And it's not about trying to control the narrative of your journey, but it's about allowing it to flow freely and allowing the love that you have for this person in order to break down their barriers, sending them positive energy, keeping a positive mindset. Because if you're anxious, that anxious energy is being sent to that person. Now they're anxious about your energy. Now they're anxious about the situation. Now they have a level of self doubt. And it works both ways because there's times where you doubt the connection. There's times where you ask yourself, am I crazy? Why do I feel this way? I feel like I'm living a completely different life. I feel like I know the truth about me and this person. Why are they not acknowledging it? Why are they acting the opposite? But you're not crazy. This is an energy where the two of you feel one another's emotions. And if you are the awakened one, unfortunately, there is a higher responsibility put on you to really encourage this person to find their light. When you pray for somebody, you pray for them for their mental peace. When somebody has mental peace, everything else kind of flows naturally. And I feel like with this person, you are their peace. In any sense, we all are in a human experience. Despite whatever soul searching, whatever our soul mission is, we are still in a human experience. So make sure right now that you're keeping your thoughts positive. Make sure that you're remaining in a positive energy and a high vibration and in an energy of gratitude and being thankful. Because I feel like for a lot of you, you don't even understand the way that this person feels. And for some of you, this is somebody that's going through a lot of smoke and mirrors. This is somebody that is still trying to awaken to exactly what the connection is what I just heard. I do subliminal things to show you I still care about you. This may come from this person, like I said, through songs. If you hear songs on the radio, this person can post certain things online that are directed towards you. If you and them are talking or in a committed relationship, they do the small things to let you know that they care, that they're paying attention to you, that they want you. They're paying very close attention to the minute details. This is almost coming in as Venus and Virgo energy. You don't have to have a Venus and Virgo, but for those of you guys that know astrology, you know where it's paying attention to the details, right? What do you eat in the morning? What's your favorite candy? What do you smell like, right? What lotions do you wear? What cologne do you wear for the men? Like, this person is almost studying you. They're studying the things you do, they're studying the things you say. And I feel like because they want to reciprocate this energy once they're able to kind of come out of this insecurity, because for some of them, they've been lying to themselves for a period of time with exactly how they feel in this connection. It's almost easier to deny it than to accept that somebody has that type of control over their mind and over their body to make them want to uproot everything even years later for some of you. They thought that you would be somebody that maybe they would be able to forget about, they would be able to move on, but they've never been able to forget you this entire time. And for some of you, it's because there's a certain wrong that they have to right. There's something here that they need to have the ability to come forward and say, I'm sorry for what I did. And because they've been unable to communicate that to you, it's really held them back. It's really stopped them from saying, listen, I should have done things right and I didn't. And I feel like they're scared to do that. I feel like they're scared to be vulnerable in that sense or in that situation. I know the universe wants me to treat you better. Again, they're getting a lot of signs and synchronicities, and everything keeps pointing back to you. You may be seeing signs and synchronicities. You may be seeing their name. You may be seeing numbers and anniversaries, birthdays, whatever that are significant to you and your person. There's something significant here about the universe or God reminding this person that they are meant for you. So every time your person tries to deny to doubt your connection or deny the connection, God always comes back and circles the block and reminds them, this is your person. You need to treat them better. This person is a gift to you. I'm giving you an earth angel. What are you going to do with it? Stop hiding from what is meant for you. It's like this person is so scared to fail that they would rather choose a lesser version of you or somebody that doesn't even equal you in order to make them feel safe, because being with you, they feel that they're not in control. But are we ever in control of our lives? Do we ever want things to go smoothly? But there are certain amends that this person needs to make. I need to treat you better. What was your first clue, Caroline? The fact that this person keeps getting a lot of karma for the way that they've treated you. But again, I feel like you're dealing with somebody that's relatively stubborn, which is why they keep repeating the same lessons over and over and over and over again. Because they have to come make amends with you. They have to allow themselves to experience life with you. Now, understand why I keep repeating the same lessons. I keep repeating the same lessons because I'm not learning. I'm not learning my lesson. That's why a lot of times you're like, okay, things are different this time. They're changing. I feel like they're changing. And then boom, they don't change. Or they seem like they're changing, but they're unable to sustain at your vibration. Because if you're a high vibrational person, but this person is still operating in a low vibration, they may be able to stay at that vibration for a period of time, but they're always going to fall back down because they've not done the work. It's similar to this, right? Right when you get your tax money, for those of you guys that are getting money back, you're like whitballing, you're able to go take that trip, you're able to buy things that you normally wouldn't buy. This is just an example. You're taking that trip, right? Because at that moment, you're able to sustain that frequency that allows you to operate usually different than what you do. But when you come back home from your trip, your finances are still the same. So you're still at that same level. You can't just go take that trip again. It's similar when it comes to frequency and energy, right? Your person has to do the work, they have to make certain changes in order for them to consistently stay at your vibration. So they can get in the balloon with you. They can get in the air balloon with you. They may weigh you down a little bit, but eventually they have to get off the air balloon. So this person is now beginning to understand, and I feel like there was a lot of self-blame on you, or there was a lot of blame on you and how you handled things. I do believe me and you have a connection, and this is definitely somebody that's been receiving a lot of karma for the way that they've treated you. And there's something very significant here about what they needed to see. Hopefully, you guys can see this. You were right about the things I needed to see. Because you said to this person, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make that person drink. It's like this person wanted you to create the tower moments for them, but that wasn't your mission. Your mission was to lead them to the path. It was up to them. This is also somebody, too. I've looked into what synchronicities are. Believe it or not, especially the masculines that are watching right now, pat yourself on the back for really doing the work, for wanting to understand what's going on with you outside of your logic. Like you're a step ahead of the rest of the masculines that are typically dealing with things. You're able to see past your logic. But believe it or not, to the divine feminines, there's a lot of masculine energies that are beginning to awaken to what this is because they cannot understand it. So they're searching for answers. They're going online, they're finding videos, even the ones you think, no way in hell would they be doing this, they are doing it. They are searching for answers because they want to understand why their feelings for you are so intense and they don't know how to deal with it because it's a deep connection. They're not meant to understand, they're not meant to get it. And this is somebody that believes me, I believe me, and you are not meant to give up on each other. They really do believe that. They really do believe, listen, I know that you and I are supposed to be together. We're divine counterparts. This is an energy I cannot escape. And hurting you was the last thing that they wanted to do. And I feel like they've made this mistake. What was the collective right about when it came to this person? What was the collective right about? King of Swords, that they were hiding their emotions. This person is very intelligent, but the problem is they were trying to be a stone cold energy where they did not want to acknowledge their emotions. That they were passing judgment, that they were over analyzing things, that they were trying to ignore the truth, that whatever truth that they were trying to um, admit, it was their truth. But that doesn't mean their truth is the real truth. That's why they say there's three sides of every story: your side, their side, and the truth. I'm also getting with this energy, ironically, Aquarius energy coming in here. Something about time. It's like you knew that this person needed time to understand it, but you also said to them, like, you may have even been there for them during a certain time of their life where they didn't have anybody. But I am also getting with this energy that there's somebody here that you said to them in particular. You have people around you that are playing games. You have people around you that are not the best for you. You're not seeing things clearly. You're confused. There's illusions around the situation. And you're tapping into your lower vibration. You're not seeing through the fog. Seven of Cups, that's Venus and Scorpio. Because the thing about Venus and Scorpio is there is an obsessive energy pertaining to Venus and Scorpio. You knew that this person was in love with you. You knew that this person was very possessive over you and how they would go about things. It wasn't always the greatest, but at the same point in time, you told this person, you are very honest. You have people playing in your energy. You have people coming in and confusing the situation between me and you. You have people saying certain things in your ear that is not the direct narrative, that is not what's going on. For some of you, this is somebody that has substance issues, and when they're in a certain type of energy, they're unable to see through the smoke or through the fog. This is also you saying that they need to clear their mind and be clean, detox for some of them. Because they had a lot of indecision here, but you felt like the indecision was caused by people that were not being honest. A lot of them, it's a lot of communication. It's interesting. This person, like, I just feel like the more deeper that they felt for you, the more colder they became. But you vocalize that not everything that glitters is gold. That there's something here about things moving very quickly, the communication. What was the collective right about with the Sagittarius energies here? What was the collective right about when it came to this person? Strength. It's something about strength. It's about the divine connection between the two of you, but this person leading from ego, that's this King of Swords. Why are you leading from your ego? Why are you being so logical? You know how you feel. There was also somebody here too that I'm getting overwhelmingly. There's also somebody here with this energy where I feel very, very strongly. It's like they were being very egotistical. They would come and then they would run, but you told this person, I'm your divine person. You and I are supposed to be with one another. We're not supposed to leave. You're the person for me. And again, with the Seven of Swords, there's somebody here that kept getting in the way of your connection and kept getting in the way where there was a lot of hiding and lying and not being honest. And then in the meantime, there's somebody here that was watching you very closely, watching how you did things. There was a very deceptive energy around your person where these people had a certain narrative. And it could be even a community of people, people at their job, people around them, friends, family, that you felt were leading them down the wrong path, that you felt like they were stopping themselves from emotionally feeling for you. This is also somebody that's been watching the whole time. It's like you even said to them, like, well, I know you're watching me. I know you're posting things subliminally about me. Why are you lying to yourself? Sometimes the Seven of Swords is scallion pot eclipse. Sometimes the Seven of Swords is lying. Sometimes the Seven of Swords does not make you stand and you're letting him. That just doesn't go with him. I don't know. Go around that. There is a level of judgment coming in. This judgment is about the Seven of Swords. You told this person that there was somebody around them that wasn't healthy for them. You told them that there was somebody around them that was manipulating them and that they needed to see the truth. What was the truth that this person needed to see? What was the truth that the collective needed this person to see? King of Pentacles, Taurus energy, Capricorn energy, the star. What was something, one more time, something that this person needed to see? What did the collective want this person to see? The world, the King of Pentacles. For some of you, you wanted this person to see that somebody was using them for their money or for their status or the fact that they were being very stubborn. Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Capricorn energy. It was also about karma. There's something here where you said to this person, it's about karma. Pay attention to the people around you and pay attention to what they have or what they don't have. Because there could be these short lived victories, but these short lived victories are quickly fizzled out. That's that Six of Wands. Oh, you won the battle, but you didn't win the war. Be careful what you celebrate too early. Too early of victories. But you said to this person, like, you and I are meant to be together. You are going to see that I was right. You are going to see that I'm the person you're meant to completely be with, that I'm the person that you need to love. I'm the person, this judgment energy here, that one day you're going to wake up and you're going to realize that I was the only one that was there for you at your lowest. When you didn't have anything, when you didn't have a job, when you didn't have nothing, when you were new, it was me. I had your back. No one else had your back but me. And I feel like with this person, it is a very buttoned up energy. Like, I mean, that is a tight, button up man. He's not even letting his chest hair breathe in this thing, right? He's not even letting his chest feel a little bit of wind, okay, like Rico Suave. I mean, it's buttoned up to the T. There's somebody here that needs to unwind, that needs to relax, that needs to let go. And you said to them, one day you're going to see that everything I said to you, it was the truth. And it was by God, and it was whatever I was saying to you, it was because I loved you, not because I was trying to manipulate you. Not because it was because I was trying to confuse you or spin a narrative. It was because I loved you. I was compassionate towards you. when no one else was compassionate. This is a very, very, very significant energy coming in here because guess what the world is vindication. You are being vindicated right now for who you are. I don't care if you have not spoke to your person for a period of time. I don't care if you saw that person yesterday, the day before, whatever. Your person is understanding the significance of the value that you bring into their life. The world is vindication, it's knowledge, it's understanding, it's communication, it's a completion of karmic lessons. Your person is beginning to understand that there was a snake in the grass the whole time. And the snake in the grass was somebody that they trusted. This could be a karmic energy, an ex, what do we call them? The undesirables. There is a deeper meaning for why this is occurring in the manner that it's occurring. This is a very significant energy here where your person now has this deep insight on exactly what is going on. Your person is having this deep insight on the fact that they need to grow. They may have recently been sick, but in this silence, it's giving this person the ability to think about things. It's giving them time alone in order for them to tap into this higher level of consciousness. For me, the Four of Swords is the minor arcana for the Hermit, in my opinion, because it's the same energy and both have come out in this reading. Your person is in very deep thought about how to make amends. See, that's the thing about Libra, right? Libra is about balancing the scales. I need to balance what's right. I need to balance out what's happened. Especially look at this Aries energy coming out with what action needs to be taken. Mars and Aries, what action do I take? Guess what? Mars is in Aries right now. I love Mars and Aries. If you have a Mars and Aries, I love it. I love Mars and Aries. You want to know why? Why? Because Mars and Aries takes action. It's a thoughtful action, but they take action very, very quickly. This is somebody that is planning on what to say to you, planning on their next movement towards you. They've made a decision, but now they're in the planning process of how do I get from point A to point B here? Because they're discovering that through this spiritual progression, your partnership is ultimately what's being illuminated here. And it's through this sense of love, but also too, you've illuminated to them that they need to love themselves. And they're transforming, moving from this ice king energy into a more loving, nurturing, intuitive presence. They're realizing they no longer need to shut off their emotions. They're understanding that this connection is about more than logic. It's soulful, heartfelt, and real. But both sides of this energy are necessary between the two of you. Logic and emotion, independence and partnership, they're equally important for forward movement. What it really comes down to is finding your own personal independence within the relationship. Where do you fit? How do you honor yourself while also honoring the partnership? Because connection and union are essential, yes, but maintaining your individuality is just as vital. Okay, guys, that is all I have for you, and I will see you in the next reading. So take care. Bye bye.